Is a £3,000 price hike for a hybrid system on a city car a stroke of genius or a costly mistake? Toyota is betting big that you'll pay a premium for their legendary hybrid tech in their smallest crossover ever. But does the math actually add up? Will you ever get that money back? Stick around, because we're about to break down every single number to give you the definitive answer. Hello, and welcome back to Supercar, your home for honest car reviews and deep dives. Today we're tackling a car that everyone's been asking about, the brand new 2026 Toyota Aygo X Hybrid. Toyota has finally put its legendary hybrid tech into its smallest crossover. But the big question is, in a world of rising costs, is it actually worth your hard-earned money? We're about to break down every single cost, from the showroom to the fuel pump. If you love detailed car analysis, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. So, let's get straight to it. How much is this new hybrid going to set you back? Alright, let's not beat around the bush. The standard petrol Aygo X has built its reputation on being a fun, funky, and, most importantly, affordable city car. It's a smart choice for first-time buyers and city dwellers, but adding a complex hybrid system, with its battery, electric motor, and sophisticated power control unit, never comes for free. Looking at the 2026 launch prices, the Aygo X Hybrid starts at around £20,500 for the base Edge trim. If you want all the bells and whistles, the top-spec exclusive model will push you closer to £24,000. Now, let's put that into perspective. The equivalent petrol-only Aygo X is roughly £3,000 cheaper across the board. That's not a small chunk of change. For many buyers in this segment, £3,000 is a significant portion of their budget, and it immediately raises the question, what are you getting for that extra cash? Is it just a fancy badge and a quiet startup, or is there real tangible value here? But how does that price stack up against its rivals? This is where the plot thickens, and the decision gets much harder. The Aygo X Hybrid isn't operating in a vacuum. For that same £21,000 to £24,000, you are suddenly playing in a very competitive field. You could get a Renault Clio E-Tech Hybrid, which is a bigger, more practical car from the class above, offering more space for passengers and luggage. You're also in the same ballpark as the Honda Jazz Hybrid, a car renowned for its incredible practicality, clever, magic seats, and bulletproof reliability. And perhaps the biggest rival comes from within Toyota's own showroom, the Yaris Hybrid. For just a little more money, the Yaris gives you a more powerful and established hybrid system, a more premium-feeling interior, and significantly more space. It's the best-selling car in its class for a reason. So, the Aygo X Hybrid isn't a bargain. It's positioning itself as a premium, high-tech choice in the small car world. It has to justify its price not just against its petrol sibling, but against some very, very capable competition. 2. The total cost of ownership, where the hybrid fights back. Okay, the initial price is steep, but is the Aygo X Hybrid playing the long game? This is where the hybrid argument really begins. The upfront cost is only one part of the financial equation. The true cost of a car is what you pay over its entire lifetime, and this is the hybrid's main selling point. Running costs. The standard 1-liter petrol Aygo X is already a frugal champion, officially achieving around 58 miles per gallon. But the new hybrid system, which we expect to be a downsized, super-efficient version of the Yaris's 1.5-liter setup, pushes that figure to a claimed 74 miles per gallon. That is a massive improvement. Let's do some quick math. Based on today's fuel prices, if you drive an average of 8,000 miles a year, you could be saving over £300 annually on fuel alone. If you're a higher mileage driver, say 12,000 miles a year, that saving jumps to nearly £500. Over a typical 5-year ownership period, that's a potential saving of £1,500 to £2,500 just on petrol. Suddenly, that £3,000 premium doesn't look quite so intimidating. But savings aren't just about fuel, are they? What about tax and maintenance? Exactly. The savings continue to stack up. Thanks to its super low CO2 emissions, the Aygo X Hybrid qualifies for a lower first-year road tax bracket compared to many non-hybrid alternatives, saving you a little bit of cash right from day one. Insurance groups are expected to be very similar to the standard model, so no major shocks there. And then there's maintenance, the hidden cost of car ownership. Toyota's hybrid systems are famously, almost absurdly, reliable. They have fewer moving parts that wear out. For example, the regenerative braking system does a lot of the initial slowing down, meaning your brake pads and discs will last significantly longer than in a conventional car. There's no clutch to replace, no alternator, no starter motor. These are all potential big-ticket repair items that you simply don't have to worry about. And let's not forget Toyota's industry-leading 10-year Relax warranty, which crucially covers that expensive hybrid battery, giving you incredible peace of mind and protecting you from the single biggest potential cost. So, when do you actually start saving money? This is the million-dollar question. If we combine the fuel, tax, and potential maintenance savings, you're looking at recouping that initial £3,000 price premium in about 6 to 7 years of ownership for an average driver. Now, that might sound like a long time, but here's the key. If you do a lot of stop-start city driving, where the hybrid system can run on pure electric power for significant periods, you will see that break-even point arrive much sooner, perhaps in as little as 4 to 5 years. This isn't a car that saves you money overnight. It's a calculated long-term investment in lower running costs and future-proof technology. Okay, so beyond the numbers, what does that hybrid badge actually get you in terms of the driving experience? This is something you just can't see on a spreadsheet, but honestly, it might be the most compelling reason to choose the hybrid. It completely transforms the car in its natural habitat, the city. The ability to pull away from a standstill in silent, smooth electric mode is a touch of luxury you simply don't expect in this class of car. The often criticized jerky nature of the automated manual gearbox in the standard car is gone, totally replaced by a seamless, single-speed ECVT transmission. It's quieter, more refined, and honestly, just so much more relaxing in traffic jams. It turns a stressful commute into a far more serene experience. Furthermore, the hybrid system provides a really welcome boost in performance. The electric motor gives instant torque from a standstill, making the Aygo X feel much quicker and more responsive off the line. This makes darting into gaps in traffic effortless. It also helps with acceleration at higher speeds, making overtakes and joining motorways feel much more confident and, honestly, safer than in the 71 horsepower petrol version. You're not just paying for economy, you're paying for a more pleasant, responsive, and refined drive every single day. So, what do you think? Is the Aygo X Hybrid a genius move from Toyota or an overpriced city car? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I read every single one. Thank you so much for watching Supercar. If you found this breakdown helpful, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one. We'll see you in the next one.